What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and I am bringing you something ginormous. It's huge. It's actually pretty little. This is the Higonokami No. 3 folder. It's written right there above your head. That's why I'm looking up and you're looking here. It is 3.63 closed, 2.63 inch blade that is made of SK5 carbon steel. It's out of Japan. It is tight. It's right. It's out of sight. Look at the sweeping curve to this Tonto. It is freaking beautiful. Just a good looking knife. You've got the maker's mark right there. It's pretty awesome. It's a very, very sharp and capable little knife. Now, I've already used it, but it still has no problems taking down some hair. Let's see if I can catch it. Ooh, I tried to catch a little bit for you. Anyway, it does. It's still sharp. But what I did is the other day on Halloween, I took it out and I began doing video segments on this knife. I carved a watermelon on Halloween, and instead of doing a pumpkin, I decided watermelon was going to be so much cooler. Turned out to be way cooler. The nice part is when you carve a pumpkin, it's orange, so when that light, you have it outside and you light, you get that orange light. With the watermelon, since it's red inside, it gave it a really cool red glow. You're going to see it in the video. But about this guy, it's a friction folder. It's not going to close right when it's open, and it's not going to open when it's closed. You have this really handy dandy little thumb ramp, right, to open it up. And that's exactly what you use to keep the blade open when you're using it. You could either do that or just friction. But if you put your thumb here and you try to use it, there's a good chance you're going to close it and you're going to cut your finger, so don't do that. Unless you put it on video, because those fail videos are hilarious. So there you can see right there it says something. And I got to say, this thing is just so tight. The package is so well built. You got your little key ring hole there, lanyard hole, however you want to call it. It does have these little decorative grooves right here, and I don't know what that's for necessarily, because you don't use that to open it. It could just be a finger hold, but really, even if it didn't have it, it wouldn't matter. It's not necessary, but it is decorative, so it looks nice. It's all steel construction, and it's actually kind of cool looking. The coloration of it all, and just the shape. I love this blade shape. And for such a tiny little knife, I have to say that it's pretty big as far as usage. And you're going to see with the watermelon. And I think the carving through the watermelon shows you enough of the kind of stuff you could do with this knife. It's a basic little cutter. I'll cut through a couple pieces of cardboard, and I'll even shave down a stick a little bit. But mainly, you're going to get the gist of it through this watermelon, which is going to be coming up pretty soon. As for right now, I'm going to grab some cardboard. So hold on. All right, let's go on back with you. So we got some cardboard, and I got my little knife. And, ooh, man, it would be nice if you could see that. That right there, I'm going to go right-handed, this is why I'm a lefty, is just so nice. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, you want to talk about sharp and strong for a little tiny blade. This guy is all of that, sharp and strong. It's just so flawless in his action. It just does it all. It does it all for a little tiny knife. Very, very cool. Very, very handy. Very compact. Compact like a bird. It's very compact. It fits in any pocket. There's not going to be too many things you couldn't fit this in. You could probably fit this behind the ear or even in a belly roll. This thing just fits anywhere. It's wafer thin, so it's completely convenient to have. If it's on your person, it's not going to be in a bad way. So let's go out. We're going to trim down a stick. And then I'm just going to let the whole video end on the watermelon carving, so stay tuned. All right. So we brought it outside, and let's see. Look at that. It's pretty lightweight, so I really wasn't sure if even just a light toss would have it stick. I'm going to try and drop. I really doubt it's going to stick, but of course, whenever I say that, it does. The thing's got pretty decent balance for a little blade. Remember, it is high carbon, so don't leave it in the wetness because you will get some caca. All right, so let's take this right here and easily go through the rope. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I got a whole bunch of leaves falling down. That's a problem with New England. So I drop stuff, I lose stuff. And I got a stink bug walking up my shoulder. Look at this. Look at this. Fine. I'm pretty sure you guys could all see that. I mean, they're so thin that you could barely see the separation in between them. It's even thinner than sliced almonds, you know what I mean? Look at, I'll go from this side. Look at how thin these guys are right here. This thing is so sharp. Just takes care of all that. Just all that. Let me see. Oh my gosh. It actually, it peels away wood in pretty good sized chunks. And this is a pretty fat piece, right? And I'm narrowing the end of this. And normally with a small knife, I don't go through big, thick pieces because it would just take forever. But this little knife right here, this little whittler, is literally, I mean, just taking massive amounts of wood per swipe out. For a blade this size, it probably shouldn't be as good at this as it is. Normally I'd say, you know, you don't use a small knife for making fat tips, you know what I mean, on fat pieces of wood. But this guy right here has got a mind of its own. I would normally say, you know, this is good for making arrows and stuff like that, but not spears. This one, and that's the first time I tried that with this. This one, wow, absolutely just blew me away there. That's pretty good. I didn't think I was going to be able to take that big a chunk out of the wood with this thing because it's just so small. But let's see if we can't get creative here. Let's see. Bam. Stayed in the wood. Boop. There's my cut right there with this little guy right here. And there's no, you know, no issues with the edge. There's no warping and no bending and no cracking and no chipping and, you know, just nothing. No folding, no D-lam. This thing is awesome, man. For a tiny, tiny little knife, I gotta say, this is one of those, you know, under $15 purchases all day long. I mean, it might have been under 10, I don't remember. But this, to me, I mean, if I was going to put a value on it just for the blade, I'd say I would gladly pay $40 for this. That would be my what would I be willing to pay for this knife value. I think that this should be about a $40 knife. Instead, I believe it was sub 10. You know, when I talk about value or you know what I mean, or is something worth it, this guy right here, this is fantastic. This is so much better than I thought it was going to be, even though I had fairly high hopes for it when I bought it. Just awesome. So I'm not going to go to the rack at the end. I'm not going to give you a closing ceremony. I'm not going to say this is done to be all day until next knife, because I just did. I'm just going to let it close out, showing you what I was able to do with this watermelon. And I have to say that, guys, if you happen to see one of these and you have a chance to grab one, definitely take yourself up on that, because this little blade right here is really, freaking cool. All right, stay tuned for the pineapple. Wait, sorry, watermelon. I got pineapple in the brain, but my girl carved up a pineapple. I did a watermelon. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on, man. All right, so here's my thinking. It's Halloween, and normally you carve a pumpkin and you have some cool fun with that, but I am going to work on a watermelon. Make a nice buoy, and see exactly how easily this thing can carve it up. Now, unlike a pumpkin, generally you cut off the top, then you hollow it out, and you do your little carving to make it that. With the watermelon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve first, and I'm going to carve first, and then I'm going to hollow it out. That way it keeps the rind all together while I'm carving. It doesn't fall apart. As I carve out, the pieces will be able to come out. So I'm not going to show you the whole carving. You guys would be bored out of your skulls with that. I know I would be. Man, I can never stay in focus. And but I am just going to show you how easily this thing cuts through. So I'm going to start with just a little downward cut. And man, this thing is butter smooth, man. Butter smooth. And it's easy to get depth, and it's easy to be accurate because the blade is just so fine. It does all the work. I barely have to do a thing. So nice. It's almost like it was made for it, you know. Somebody made this knife and they said someday some jackass in a cowboy hat is going to carve a watermelon, and we need to be the reason he got it so easily done. And I'll tell you what, guys, I will show you the finished product, but I'm telling you right now, coming to focus, this thing is a carving beast when it comes to that. Slicing open this watermelon feels like it's the knife's second nature, you know what I mean? It's just so easy. Man, I could do this all day. It's so nice. It just goes through so well, and you know, the blade is so sharp and so yippee-ki-yay. It's awesome. But it's a perfect size for this. Sorry guys. It's not too thick, so it doesn't get hung up while it's going through. And the thing is just so sharp that it goes through with ease. And I'm wondering, I don't know if it's possible, but I'm wondering if I could knock out the rind without carving out the center first, because I could see part of the green lift, but I'm not exactly sure. What I want to do is I started with the W, you know what I mean? Because that's the way you're supposed to work, right in the middle of your project. You never start at one of the ends. No, that's stupid. So I'm almost done with this W, and I don't know if anything's going to pop out until I hollow it out. But I'll tell you what, it's making very, very easy and short work of this this watermelon here. Just remember to keep your thumb on the closing part, because you don't want to cut your fingers off, have it close on you. But man, so easy, so easy. Let's see, I'm almost there. Let's see. Yeah, this has got to be getting real boring. I apologize, but I'm having fun, so I don't care what you guys think. Alright, so let's see, we're almost there. And we got that cut, we got that cut. So I just cut the entire W out of buoy. And I don't know if I can take any of this out. I don't know if you can see what's happening here, but the W is cut. And I know that once the insides are hollowed out, it's going to work real good, but I'm able to peel out some of this right now out of this here watermelon. And it's looking pretty good. Gotta say that. It's looking pretty damn good. So let's see. Oh yeah. Fun time with Donnie B all day. So let's see. Let's see if I can't extract that last piece of W. And so you can see, once it's all done, I'm going to carve out that inside. It's just going to be great. And basically what I'm peeling away is all the white, you know what I mean? That part you don't want to eat unless you're one of those weird people that actually eats that stuff. But I'm going to finish it with this guy, and I'll show you the finished product once it's all done. Maybe throw a candle in it, put it outside. And hell yeah, I'll tell you what, it's got a lot of uses. Carving pineapples, wow. Carving these pineapple watermelons. It's a really, really good little feature. So I'll get back to you on this. Stay tuned. Well, we're getting ready to turn off the lights on these. She's setting up her pineapple. You can't really tell, but there's smoke coming out of it because we put incense in there. So it's hard to tell with the lights on, but the smoke, I don't know why she's ducking. But the smoke is actually coming out. I wish you could see that right there. I guess you could see it a little bit. But there you go. You could see that. Having the incense in there is really cool. And the farther back I go, then, you know, the more buoy you get to see. And here comes her pineapple. So, let's see. See if the smoke will be seen in the dark. Which I don't think it will be. But you can see that looks pretty cool right there. So you can do pumpkin. Oh, you could really see the smoke coming out of that thing. It's a sage. But oh, she lit sage in that one. That's why. But there you go. You got your pineapple for Halloween, and you got your great watermelon, Charlie Brown, which is pretty cool. I like seeing the smoke coming out of there. I think that's pretty wild. And I mean, in person you could see it a whole lot better. But that's pretty badass. Everybody does pumpkins. And we just think it's overdone, and since we're a bit odd, why the hell not? Let's be odd. Oh, I can't even see her. It's all black. So, that's pretty damn cool. We got our Jim Bowie Halloween watermelon and the scary face sage lit pineapple. And when you have a blade as fine as this, man, it just makes Bowie carving easy. Look at that. I can almost pick up that watermelon and stab somebody, Bigfoot, with it. Hell yeah.